Hi everyone! So many people have requested a makeup inventory, and I have finally gotten my act together and I recorded my makeup inventory. So this is not a collection video, this is not about storage because I still don't have that exactly what I want it to be like, because largely of the numbers of my makeup, as you will soon hear. It was a little bit surprising when I looked at all of the numbers, and I ended up coming across, because I was just unpacking everything where I just moved, I came across a notebook from a previous makeup inventory, which I believe is probably about 4 years ago. I'm thinking 2016, it might even be 5 years ago. Not entirely sure, but those numbers are in here. So I will share a little bit about that once I go through the current numbers. Okay, so are you ready for this? Are you ready? Because I was not ready. It did take quite some time to inventory everything because so much stuff was separate, and I do have some stuff in boxes because of my makeup basket roulette, which is what I'm hoping will help me weed through quite a bit more of this. But I did dump all that out and count everything just for the sake of this video. And I did count the stuff from my makeup basket roulette that I have not officially decluttered yet, where I still have it. I did count that. So anyway, please do factor in a little bit of human error with these numbers, because I'm sure that I missed something or miscounted, but I would say that these are about, 99.9% accurate. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through each category as I wrote them down, so there's really no rhyme or reason. It was just as I was coming across products, and I just tallied everything so that it was easy for me to track things. So the first thing was face primers. I have 3. For eye primers, 2. Foundations, 4. BB creams, 1. Foundation mixers, I have 1 white mixer. Color correctors, I have 4. I have 14 concealers. I have 22 powders, and I did count a variety of different things. For most categories, I didn't really separate them that much. So for powder, this includes pressed powder, it includes translucent powder. Basically, it's just face powder, but it various sizes as well. Some are full-size giant jars of loose powder, and some are tiny little sample size jars. So I did just count everything as one product. So 22 face powders, 8 bronzers, 6 contour products, so various powders, some liquid contours, contour sticks, various things like that. I have 3 contour palettes. I have 67 blushes. Most of those are powder. I have 11 blush palettes. I have 43 highlighters. Again, most of those are powder. I have 5 highlighter palettes. I have 48 eyeshadow palettes. I have 194 single shadows. I feel like that number might be a little bit low. I feel like I might have gotten a little bit lazy with my counting towards the end, but it definitely wouldn't be much more than the 194, like maybe 210-ish. I don't have a whole lot of single shadows, honestly. I mostly lived and died by palettes and not by single shadows, so it's still a lot. Still a lot. For other shadows, I have 11. So this is stuff like the melt stack I have. I have a couple of like eyeshadow duos, just things that weren't really eyeshadow palettes but weren't single shadows either, and mostly in a powder format. I have 79 eyeliners. Most of these are pencils, but this does include liquid eyeliners as well. I have 11 eye crayons. I have 14 gel liners or cream shadow pots. I have a few miscellaneous things like that. I have some little cream, I think they are gel liners, but I kind of use them more like cream shadows that are from Tarte. It's little, almost like paint pot type things. They're really good for cut creases when I used to do those a lot. I have 6 mascaras. This also includes mascara primers, and I think all but one of these are sample sizes. I have 14 brow products, and that's various from clear brow gel to dip brow to brow pencils to brow powder. I just put everything in one category. I have 26 lip glosses. I have 8 lip balms. I have 234 lipsticks. 234 lipsticks. I don't know how. I can't explain it. I've decluttered so many lipsticks as well. Like, I probably decluttered about 50 ColourPop lipsticks. I can't believe it. I only decluttered them because they had expired, by the way, because I really love the ColourPop lipstick formula, but they don't last super long. But 234 lipsticks. So this is bullets, this is liquid lipsticks, this is full sizes and little tiny sizes, but 234. I have 1 lip palette. I didn't know how to count that. I felt weird kind of making a separate category, but I only have 1 lip palette. It's from ABH. I have 51 lip liners. I have 67 glitters. Yes, glitter definitely needed its own category. So that includes things like little pots of loose glitter, things like the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liners. That's where I put those in because I just try to think of how I use the product most often. Like, I don't use the glitter liners as liners. I use them as like glitter accents. So that's why I created a glitter category. I have 3 setting sprays and glow creams. I have 2 because I really wanted to include the MAC Strobe Cream because it is a makeup product for me. It's not something that I generally wear on its own. It's not, you know, a part of my skincare routine unless I am using it with makeup. And then I have another one from another brand that I'm currently getting through. So anyway, those are all of my numbers. The most shocking thing for me was definitely the lipstick. I could not believe it. So I went through when I found this, which was really convenient. So I just grabbed a notebook because I'm a notebook junkie. I was as well. I have like hundreds of notebooks. And it was funny that these kind of matched, both with little owls on them. But this is the little notebook that has my old inventory in it, and I'm not even sure if this got uploaded. It probably did. I haven't done an inventory in a couple of years, which is why I feel like that might have been from my last one, and yeah, I was kind of surprised. So by the time I did this last inventory a couple of years ago, I had 30 face primers. 30 face primers and 27 foundations. 27 foundations and 30 face primers, and now I'm down to 3 face primers and 4 foundations. That was remarkable. When I saw those numbers, I couldn't believe I once actually had that much, but I remember what my storage looked like before, and I had a whole shelf that was nothing but foundations because I had so many. I'm so glad that I panned so many of those and that I decluttered some of the things that weren't working for me because that was excessive. I had 24 concealers before as compared to the 14 now. Face powders did go up slightly, so currently my number is 22, before it was 17. I feel like that's because of a lot of the things that I got from my sister and things from little sample sets, little like Bare Minerals, loose powder and stuff. Bronzer went down by 1, so it is 8 now, used to be 9, so like nothing really dramatic in some categories. Blushes went up. I had 50 blushes before in that last inventory and 67 now. I think it's because it's so difficult to finish blushes. Basically, blushes go away if I get rid of them, not because I actually finish them. So it's very easy to keep accumulating blushes, even just slowly, just a few things here or there. It all adds up. Highlighters almost doubled. I had 26 highlighters when I had done my inventory before, at whatever time this was, and 43 now. I definitely went through a really big highlighter phase, so I'm not surprised that number grew. According to this, I had 34 eyeshadow palettes and I have 48 now, and I've decluttered so many. I've probably decluttered about 20 eyeshadow palettes at the minimum, so I can't believe how many that I have. But again, it's another thing that it's very hard to finish full eyeshadow palettes. As most of you know, I've finished a handful over the last few years doing Pan That palette, and I was still accumulating so many palettes during that time. I only had 40 single shadows before, so that's definitely grown. Eyeliner grew slightly. I had my number at 73 before and 79 now. And mascara went down by quite a bit. So right now the mascara and primer situation is at 6, and before it was 22. And I'm pretty sure that 22 was pretty much strictly just mascara. I don't think I had mascara like primer at that point. Lip gloss went down as well. I had 61 lip glosses and now I have 26. Lip balms, I had 23 and now I have 8. Lipstick did go up. So 234 now and was 186 at some point. Still an excessively high number. I don't know where all of those lipsticks came from. I'm very much at a loss for that, because I'm not a huge lipstick person. I rarely wear lipstick. These days I wear a lot more lip balm and lip gloss than lipsticks, or like very sheer light lipsticks, and that's pretty much always been true, except for like filming makeup, where I might do something like a little bit more dramatic or something, but I don't know how that happened. I think that was, yeah, that's it for like sort of the number comparisons, but I thought that was pretty interesting to see how drastically some categories went down, like face primers, 30 versus 3, and foundations and mascaras like that, and even lip glosses, like stuff like that, how drastically it changed. But then how some categories, like the powder categories, so blush, highlighter, eyeshadow, how that did increase. And that's one thing, it's very eye-opening doing an inventory. I'm really glad you guys kept asking me to do this, because if you hadn't, I never would have done it. And so I'm really glad that you did, because looking at the numbers was really eye-opening. And I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want my collection to look like. I feel like I just want to have a nice little setup of my acrylic displays, and I feel like I need to make some hard choices going forward in terms of decluttering some stuff that's very similar. I'm not getting rid of stuff just for the sake of getting rid of it, but I do have things that I can get rid of if I was actually really looking at them, like some blushes and just powder products like that I just don't get the use out of. And I'm gonna just keep using as much as I possibly can from what I have. I don't really need to purchase new things right now, with a very few exceptions. You can see like where my numbers are very little, and the products that I will go through more often. And it's no surprise that liquids or cream products are those kind of things, like foundations and primers. So anyway, that is my inventory. Those are my numbers. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. If you would like to see any of these specific categories, let me know. I do have some of those things, like I said, in with my basket box thing for my makeup basket roulette, but I'm happy to just do little mini videos at some point and just show you the things that I do have, if you were curious, or if you just thought it would be interesting. But it wouldn't be a declutter, because the declutters are going to be coming via the makeup baskets, because I really want to try things and really give them a proper shot, which is what's been useful with that sort of random makeup style. But anyway, if you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, anything at all relating to my makeup collection, or just general video ideas that you would really like to see, please let me know. If you have any feedback for me regarding my new space, let me know. It's constantly going to be changing depending on the video, and once I still need to fine-tune things, but I would love to hear from you. Please don't feel afraid to tell me your constructive criticism, because I am definitely trying my best to apply whatever I possibly can. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I hope we get a chance to chat soon. Bye for now.